Yeah, so now I'm queuing when it's actually like found me opponent now, just to reduce the downtime. Realized that was probably silly to queue the start recording that far in advance. All right, so Hunter now. Hunter is supposed to be like not a great matchup, but I find that it's actually fairly okay. It depends on how they play. I think if they play perfectly, it's pretty rough. But if a lot of them just like attack your face instead of your creatures, and then if that happens, then even if you just have the decent draw, you can usually win. And yeah, so I found this matchup to be pretty favorable in like ladder settings. I'm not totally sure, like assuming perfect play from both sides, who wins. I think it's the Hunter just because Explosive Trap is just so absurd against any deck that's trying to like attack with creatures. And so, alright, so my opponent has a pretty good start. This is like pretty obnoxious. If he has a Glaive Zuka, that's miserable, but obviously I can only really play the Mech Warper here. Yeah, so my plan is just, I think the interesting next turn is what I'm going to do if he just hits my face with both of these and like hero powers, which I guess I'll wait to see what he does before making any decisions. Yeah, so this is kind of a tough spot. So I'm definitely doing this, and obviously if he trades the next turn into this, that's fine for me. The main thing is, yeah, so these are probably going to get swept up in the Blast Mage, so it's not like a huge priority to kill them. I take 2 more damage next turn if I don't, and I deal 2 damage to him. And my dude has 2 less health, which means that it's like vulnerable to Explosive Trap and Unleash. I mean, whatever. I think I just face here. I think it just gives me a decent more options. It is slightly miserable if he gets Leok off of his Animal Companion, but alright, so now, yeah. So this is kind of what I'm talking about, like where like he's just sent everything at my face. And then I'm at like a pretty low life total, but not like really in any danger of dying. And then now I'm just have like this Blast Mage that's probably just going to kill the majority of his board. Kills his entire board. And now I have like 10 power in play, and he's not interacting with this favorably. I'm at 13, so, but like he's like gonna die in 2 turns, and I have like a Frostbolt. And so like realistically what's going to happen to me. So like next turn I'm just gonna like hit him for 10, Frostbolt his face so he can't weapon me, and then like play Cogmaster, ping him, and then he's just like he's gonna have to like he's just gonna have to like do pretty extreme things just to kill my creatures. Yeah, so now like yeah, so like this is just like what's like I mean, I don't even have to Frostbolt him here. I could play like Tinker Towns. I mean, I think it's fine. I mean, this lets him know that he's dead, but I assume he suspects he's dead next turn anyway. So yeah, this is kind of like what I'm talking about. Like, cause like if he traded for my Mech Warper, or like he traded for or at least on the turn that he just Wolf Ridered me and like hit everything on my face. If he just traded for the Spider Tank, he just like cleared my board. Like, what would I have done? I wouldn't have done anything. Like, eventually, I couldn't have done anything. Like, eventually, he would have just had Explosive Trap, Unleashed, Knife Juggler, and stuff. And like, once he has access to those plays, the game gets much harder for me. But instead, he just like hit my face with everything, and he just died. And yeah, all right. So yeah, I think that's a reasonable illustration of how not to play the matchup from his side and how to play the matchup from my side.